What's up, Donnell? Boring scan again. Yeah, man, did you see that move down on Bed Bath and Beyond, man? Whew. People got cooked. Cooked. That analyst said it was going back to $2, but I was thinking it was gonna kind of slow down around 10 anyway. But man, we looked at this thing yesterday, formed this channel, tried to retest into this channel, and a big fail into aftermarket. And then MNMD, I just don't like that one at all. That super high float coming into a Friday. Looks like a little double top under this area where it struggled yesterday from the 144s down here to the 120s. 20 cent of possible short entry and getting held up again out of this range. So, or getting held down again out of that range. So, not looking like it's going to be able to push up there. BWV continue going down as well, sitting on this level of the right at the $4. No reason to come back up. DRUG was one that I saw it yesterday. I was like, man, that's FOMO. Had no reason to be up from what did it come from? $1 up to $4. Just faded the rest of the day. So yeah, just kind of been sitting on my hands on some of these moves. A lot of it's been just FOMO buying, seeing things up 200% without any reason. Let me look at the news real quick that I was looking at. So the first news story that I saw today pop up on Yahoo Finance was Bed Bath & Beyond stock is crashing after Ryan Cohen exit. I don't think he was the one singular reason, even though he sold so much. I think that the shorts were building up some major positions on this anyway. And the hedge funds, especially, they probably bought options on this thing and they got paid out big time to the calls, and then even more on the puts. Doubling up both sides on that one. Oil continue to move down, and this is one of the reasons that I stayed away from INDO. Looking at this oil chart, like I just didn't see any reason why you would want to be buying a oil stock right here. But I'm guessing it's because it has this small little what looks like some sort of shoulder here. They could just be trying to get in and build a position if this becomes a head and shoulders right here, this little box here, this possible head maybe, but still in an overall big downtrend on oil. So I mean, I see it, and this happened on Netflix, or what was it? It was The Spy. This happened on The Spy, where it did a head and shoulders, but with such a strong downtrend, I'm thinking it can go ahead and break down through those 85s, but we'll see. I mean, it's got a possible head and shoulders formation, but we need more information. Or this will be an inverse head and shoulders, my bad. Shoulder right there around that 86. Head got down there almost to the 85s, and we'll see if the next shoulder can stay above that 86 level if it forms. But yeah, that's why I was staying away from INDO. This thing, oil isn't looking great right now. Continuing these legs down. But today is Friday. So that means that I will not be buying the dip. I will be buying things that are just going up. What's up, One Life? Yeah, I've learned my lesson from previous Fridays. Buying that dip, man, on a Friday, it's just, unless there's some crazy catalyst, it's just not worth it. One Life, did you get the short any of BBBY, Bed Bath and Beyond? Did you take you a nice short position on that? No shares on TOS. Oh man. Yeah. This one ended up going down as well. Frieza, the FRZA that we were looking at. I was like, well, this could be an uptrend, but no catalyst on the day, and just continued on down. Yeah, DURG probably gonna be testing down that 150 here soon. Let's see if there's any other news on drug. Yeah, drug just had a huge rip, and then was this a gap fill or something? No, not really a gap fill. Just came up to this previous bottom of the 424s and then fell all the way back down on drug. I highly doubt it's gonna get back up there anytime soon. Good morning, Daniel B. Daniel B, did you find a way to take some short shares on Bed Bath and Beyond? Nope, you don't trade with the herd. You are a herd shepherd. I've been waiting for this the NQ to come back and test this level of the 13s. I want to see if it's gonna just break back into this downtrend, which at this point will be around that 12,800 area. But I want to see if it can get on back down through there after this, because I've seen this pattern on multiple tickers that follow the spot, but they've been failing this. So they've had this little inverse head and shoulders, but I'm waiting to see what that test looks like back through the 1300s. What am I planning to trade today? Well, one thing I'm not doing on today is dip buying or buying an extreme dip on a Friday. That's one thing I've cut out of my plans. I tried a couple of times just to see the results. I took 50 trades on Fridays in the dip just to see the results. It doesn't work. If Fridays are sell off days, if it's dipping like that, the chances that it's coming back up on a Friday is very low. Like the percentage is like I think out of 50, it may have been 10 times that they came back up. And that is horrible. And one of them I think was just a lucky spike and then it failed big right back to the original level. So I was like, no, I'm gonna leave the dip buying, the extreme dip buying alone on Fridays. And Mondays were weird too. Sometimes they come back up, but Fridays and Mondays are like they're questionable with that strategy. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays is when I make the most on those that strategy. But that's only on something with some high volume and that's holding its gains, and there's other criteria in there. So it's not just you're looking for extreme low. There are other things that have to line up as well. Let's see. It's not last Friday in the month, so nobody closing positions before the month end. Yeah, but for what I've seen, for the trades that I've taken, I'm like, yeah, let me not do that because it just doesn't work out. And then especially at the end of the day on Friday, that drop, like Donnell has been there multiple times on those Fridays when I'm looking to take trades or whatever, or I'm in a trade low. Those dumps are not a game. They absolutely shred to the downside. Exactly, Dave B. The stocks that I trade, people do unload. They don't want to hold them over the weekend. So there's no point. There's no buyers coming in there. And that's a trend that you have to, see over a couple of trades. It's like, okay, these people do not want to hold this over the weekend. Why am I in here? And I remember, I think it was last Friday, me and Donnell were talking in the Discord about not being the last person in the theater watching the movie. So coming into the close of Friday, you know, now sometimes in aftermarkets things do pop. Like I believe it was last Friday that Donnell was trading something, and then in aftermarket it popped up pretty nice, but eventually ended up going down. So on Monday, so it was one of those things. Sometimes it works out, but I'm trying to get my trades done intraday. All of the trades I'm taking are intraday, so I haven't even been. I'm not even messing around with aftermarket or pre-market. I don't believe the things that they show me in aftermarket and pre-market. I feel like it's a painting that is specifically designed to destroy me. So I just wait to the intraday. Let's see. But you are the buyer of those garbage. What do you mean? Dang B, sometimes you confuse me. I just said I don't want to be a buyer at those ranges when those things happen. I don't know. Maybe you didn't read the chatter or hear what I said. What's up, Lori? Donnell Ear on Wednesday had good after hours. On Wednesday, yeah, they're starting to sell those hearing over the counter hearing aids. So they actually have a little range down here that they've been trading in. 225, 225, looking like it's holding there a little bit, but I don't know. Had this previous level down here right under the two pre-market, and then a rip, and then it came down. So I don't know about that one. How useful are over-the-counter hearing aids? I wonder. Hmm. Okay, over-the-counter hearing aids. Best OTC hearing aids. Eargo. Yep, it's one of the top ones. Eight out of 8. It does have some competition. Lively hearing aids. It's definitely looks like they 9.3 on theirs. Almost invisible behind the ear aids. Rechargeable and the battery powered devices from $39 a month with financing available. 100-day risk free for Lively. Then Eargo, which is the ear that we were seeing. Innovative hearing aid seller with lifetime customer support. Nearly invisible in-ear hearing aids. All devices have rechargeable batteries. Devices starting at $67 a month. So 39 versus 67, but these are in ear instead of behind the ear. And they also have more competition. Audicus. Yeah, Audicus. Hear.com, MD Hearing. So they got a little bit of competition. Are these in ears as well? Behind the ear, app controlled speech. What is this? In ear or I don't know what that is. Bluetooth connected in ear and behind the ear. So they definitely got competition with Audicus because they're offering both at a better price. So I don't know. I don't know about all of that. Let me see. Yeah, Donnell said, I think ear may be dead now. Daniel B is saying you're a buyer of a stock that is pump, which is usually a selling position from early investor. Um, Lori Lee says she's watching BBBY. Yeah, that thing absolutely dumped. WEBR and AMC. Yeah, I got two of those up here. WEBR and AMC. And then One Life says, so you're buying the unloading of shares. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do. That's what I learned, Daniel B. You know how you ask, well, what did you learn today? I'm telling you what I learned. Can you not hear? I don't want to be buying the unloading of shares on, especially on Fridays. But that is typical of low flow traders. Okay. But yeah, when I tell you what I learned, and then you say, but you're buying right there. I just said I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Here, not. Triple negative. Not. Come on now. Oh my gosh. You're a dense guy, bro. And I mean dense like elephant skin. It is One Life. It is. It is, man. Especially when you buy the highs and looking for higher. It's definitely difficult. You gotta be able to cut that loss. Cut that or cut it before it becomes a loss if you know you're buying high. But for the days that I use the dip, the extreme low strategy, where I'm buying the lows like an extreme, like an outlier low, that's what I'm looking to buy. Then I'm in a more comfortable position for a return or a retracement back to the norms rather than buying the highs of the high. But if I do buy high, like on like today, let's say if something just starts ripping and I buy high, I keep a tight stop loss. Tight. If it rips down, oh well, you know. Because I mean, I already know I'm in a finicky position. What I'm looking for on a daily basis is who is comfortable, who is not comfortable. Is it the buyers? Is it the sellers? Who would be the first to give up in that position or in that area? Let's see. Donnell said VLCN making moves pre-market. VLCN 66%. Got to get some more volume there. I'll wait. Hadn't hit my scanners yet. Reasoning behind this move, VLCN. Volcon. Down here at the 192, it's up to $3, so it's up around this level here. Actually, wait, wrong one. Around the $3 level here. So let's look back on the chart and see where this crosses. Extend to the left. So right at this previous top back here is at $3. So we'll see how it handles at $3, and let's see what kind of news. So Vulcan obtains pre-orders that sells out entire 2023 forecast, $10 million plus of potential revenue. Okay. Let me pull this up over here. Okay, let's kind of dive into the details of this, what they're talking about today. Got about 5 minutes to the bell. Vulcan obtains NASDAQ VLC. Okay, over a 90%. Wait, let me make sure I didn't miss anything up here. Received over 10 million of pre-production orders for its first all-wheel drive, fully electric UTV, the Stag, powered by General Motors electric propulsion system technology. Okay. Over 90% of the pre-production orders have come from Vulcan's domestic and international dealer network. Pre-production orders are non-binding, and if ultimately finalized, would result in more than $100 million worth of revenue. So they are non-binding though. So if they put these orders in, they can take them back, basically, or cancel them. Stag pre-orders have surpassed our 2023 sales forecast, with dealer demand remaining prevalent following our June 27, 2022 dealer launch. While we firmly believed we would achieve our pre-production sales targets, we have been pleasantly surprised at the pace at which we achieved our goals, said Jordan Davis, Chief Executive Officer. Okay. So, yeah, nothing's locked in there. Nothing's solid there on those orders. They're non-binding. So we'll see how that acts at the open. 5 million shares traded on it. Maybe it'll have a big fail and then try to come back through. I don't know. We'll see. It has a on a 15-minute, we kind of don't know where the top is. It's kind of just pushing up to the 3 right now. But we did see over here on our other chart on TOS daily chart that $3 was that previous resistance level. So will it get shorted? I want to see it. I want to see it test around first. With that news, I want to see how they feel about it. Are they going to be feeling like getting destroyed or what? Let's see. You think the market will retest previous close? Let's look at the SPY. Previous close was, come on now. Previous close was up here at the 428s, 427 level. Up here, let's just draw out maybe an area here. So 428s, support somewhere in this area for a test back up. So we'll see if that call out is correct from One Life. What's up, SB? Wow, One Life. Let's turn up the heat. Let's see. So we got 50 seconds left here. VLCN is one that I'm going to be looking at, but definitely got to wait for it to show us its true colors around this top. Ten seconds left to the open. All right, market has opened. Watching VLCN out of the open. Our chart has a top up here of the 305s. We'll go ahead and put that in there as resistance and see how it holds that 3 up. Will people be willing to buy above the 3 based on what they know about this stock? If all they know about this stock is that it's up, then, you know, is this a point where people will be willing to buy back up to the 3, or are the shorts in, or is it more short bias because those are non-binding orders? Going red on the day right now. Let's go back and look at BBBY getting on up there, only up 2% though, back up to this giving a little bit of retracement. Come on now, there we go. Okay, look at this big old fall back, coming up back up to this this 9 EMA up here, which is the 1238s. We'll see what that 1250 test is looking like, and more shorts may jump on top of it. VLNC continuing to come on down, nice and red on the day. BBBY is the only thing that is green right now. VLCN coming back up to this $3 level, finding some more resistance. Will they be willing to come in and buy there? Only 2 million shares traded on this first candle, though. I was expecting it to be a little bit heavier. I didn't even check what the float was on this thing. I don't know what it is. Let me see. It says 10 million, but let me go check some other places as well. VLCN. Float 17.21 over here. VLCN. Float is again 10.65 over here. So let's see VLCN here. No kind of shelf registrations or anything, but definitely red on the day for now. MNMD. It was a top mover for a while, but has already proven that there is weakness trying to enter back into this level up here. There we go, coming on down. So the question now is, can it get back up there and touch the 3 being red on the day? Will shorts pile on here and go ahead and push this thing down to the 250s? What's up, Reliable Rudy? Lori, you giving away life secrets out here in the chat? What? I thought there was a conversation only. Man, Lori, I thought we were keeping that in the private chat, man. Giving away the cookies to life, to One Life and DB. Come on now. We can't play this game, Lori. We're supposed to be here. Here. Oh, man. It's all good, though. Ear dumping down there a lot of bit. Coming back down to this 225 level again. Put some support. Not a whole lot of volume down there on ear as well. Let me look back at VLNC continuing downwards. Like, I mean, I wish Big Fish would get into it, but Big Fish probably went and actually educated themselves on this stock. So we'll see. Nah, Lori, it's not about the stream getting banned. It's about us being here. Let's see. Reliable Rudy says, any plays today? Well, BLNC was one that Donnell had called out a little bit earlier. That was moving up, but again, I don't trust pre-market. I mean, pre-market, I always want to see, man, why is this thing just now popping up? Is my question, and it was rightly so. We went and looked into it. They had some non-binding agreements for auto deals or whatever, and you know, it's just not something that's looking too good for them. But we do have a flat top up here of the $3. It's only moved, what, 25 cents away from the 3 so far. We'll see if it continues to dump here, back down. Let me. You're gonna go read these Foot Locker earnings. What is Foot Locker doing something today? Let's see. No, not L. FL. One Life says, wish I didn't cut some of that position the other day. HH Traders. Oh man. Yep. Yep, One Life. Lori said, I'm just answering questions about my um pet. Her I wouldn't even call it a pet. Her, what's that word? Orifice. But let's see. Let's see what pops up. What else pops up here? What's up, Ben? And then One Life comes in agreeing with Lori. Exactly, exactly. Give me all the deets. All right. Daniel B. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, could be any type, man. You know, I just took all types into consideration and made a generalized estimation that you were talking about a nice gray and black kitten that runs around and hates water, but apparently it's wet now, so I don't know. Um, let's see. So Foot Locker jumping back up there. It is getting a little pump there. So Rudy, you've been trading this one. BLCN trying to get ball back up, man. They just want it so bad. Look at those buyers coming in there. But that $3 though. No, Frank, no, Ben. Read the chat. Go back and read the chat. We are talking about kittens. And you know, people love cat videos and things like that. People are insanely intoxicated with kittens. So if you read the chat that we've been talking about, you'll see all the kitten talk. Let me see. BWV. Let me see what happened over there. Is it getting torched? Took a little rip up there into indecision. But but actually it's just retesting this previous level that it dropped through, that 450. Looks like. Her kitty is orange. Hey man, Garfield has always been a favorite of mine. Let's see. BMW is monkeypox related. Yeah, it is monkeypox related. It is one of the few that is green on the day as well. But I'm wondering, is that 450 just a retest of this level, or is it actually going to try to hold the 450s? Nice. Yeah, Rudy said he's been a holder for an Foot Locker for a while. BWV taking a nice little dump back through the 450s there. Back into this little channel of resistance. VLCN almost back up to the $3. Back to that struggle point. We're going to see if it still gets held down. On the hour chart, it's still pretty bearish. On the hour chart, it's going to have to do some kind of consolidation here. Continued, went up and tested the 3 again and got rejected during intraday. So no one at this point wanted it there. BWV working its way back down into the 40s. High up here was the 488s. VLCN continuing to look more and more bearish here. Break of the 260 is going to be an amazing push. 260. MNMD going back towards the dollar. Looking like it wants to break down the dollar here shortly. Red on the day, shorts are in control on that one. The spy just glimpsing over. One Life said it may do a retest of the previous open. It's looking like it did just a little pop up here to the 425 so far, but that doesn't mean it's done for the day. We got resistance up here 425, and then this bottom down here. Actually, let me do this on a higher time frame. Resistance right here 425. And then this bottom channel 423. So we'll see which way it wants to decide to go. It's probably got to test both ways before it makes a decision though. VLCN going on down. Will it go ahead and break this 75 finally? Struggling there on the 77s. Can we see big red? We see red 75s coming through. Can we see more 75, 74, 73s here? 79s. Somebody's stupid. Okay, so WEBR was one that Lori said she was watching. It's coming back green as well. Come on now. What up? Come on. Okay, there we go. All right, what was the one? Oh, WEBR. WEBR was one that Lori said she was watching. It's been on a nice little run up here. Let me look at the news for WEBR. Okay, Weber stock enjoys best day ever as traders bet on it being the next meme stock. Oh my goodness. Well, that's great. BWV coming on down as well. Did break down that 450 that we were watching. All the way back down. May need to test the bottom of this channel, but the bottom of this channel will be under the $4. So that's not looking great. And then VLCN again trying to hold to the best of its ability, but I'm thinking this one's going to break down as well. On the 15-minute, open a new 15-minute candle at the bottom of this previous 15-minute candle, threw a little wick down. It is a higher low, but the overall hour chart is still red. So still, I'm thinking it's bearish. Trying to get back up there to the threes again. Try it 1, 2, 3 times. I wonder will it form a shoulder here on the 5-minute, a short-term head and shoulders here at the 3. If it could touch the 3 again. 297s. Looking like, and what I'm saying, short-term head and shoulders, this head and shoulders could be broken easily, and it could go ahead and rip through the 304s. But looking at the hour chart, I'm like, hey, this thing is pretty bearish. So I'm pretty sure most of the people that are trying to buy at good prices are seeing that too. So we'll see what they decide. BWV all the way under the 425s now. Big push down on that one. Still has not come into the volume level that I look for to trade. But by the time it gets to my volume level, it will probably be under $4. Foot Locker coming on, giving a little push back down. But looking like it's still very, very bullish. VLNC made a double top up here, the 306, but was not able to transition this hour chart to green as of yet. Has this previous high up here of 324. I didn't even see it. Resistance up here. So it does have a short area already up here from the 3 to the 324. 25 cents of short area. And it's giving it a test right now. Oh. All right, Foot Locker continuing down. VLCN still struggling around that 3, spending a lot of time up here, giving shorts entry into this previous short area up here that we've identified. So yeah, definitely not looking strong around $3. Still red on the day as well. So a lot of things in the shorts favors for ultimate push down. NMDM down 10% as of now. Continuing to push towards that $1. I see BBIG down 18% just popped on, and Apple. Let's take a look at those two. BBIG and Apple popped up there as well. Apple had a nice little gap down here as well. 174 is down to the 172, and small little uptick. Looked like it already threw a wick up there for a gap fill. Let me look at Apple over here. Apple over here, nice little uptrend. It has come into this level again, so it has a level. Where's my levels? Previous level right around there. So I'm wondering, can it start attacking through this 175 level on Apple? Very strong uptrend all the way up here. If anybody got short down here, they were crazy because this is a inverse head and shoulders here. This is a shoulder, head, shoulder, just like the SPY did, like we saw on the SPY. But like I said on the SPY, I want to see it come back and test that 1300. So I'm thinking this one will have a retest as well once the SPY starts doing that. Um, BBIG was one that we said was going down from the beginning when we first saw it. Very choppy with a high float. So taking that off, don't really want to be watching that one. BWV all the way down to $4. And remember, on a Friday, like I said, this is what I was talking about. When these things dip to an extreme, I just don't trust them on Friday. Because this sell-off could be, like One Life was saying earlier, an unloading of shares. And that's not what I want to be a part of. Let them unload their shares for Friday and let me look for something that's going to be green on the day. Foot Locker coming on down, let's see, to the 38s. So giving some nice little sell off at the end of the week. We'll see if it ends up ultimately breaking this 38.40 and trying to get down to the 38.25s for some momentum downwards. But as of now, I mean, it'll probably just be creating an entry position for buyers because it's been on this uptrend. So they'll probably just wait and see where it closes for the week. If it does something extreme, like drops down to 36 or below, they'll probably be buying that up. But if it just goes sideways today here on Friday, then may not give a new buy position. GCT. Let me see. GCT. GCT is up 100% or 143%. No, no, no. This thing. Let me look at the news as well. Let's see if this is spoofed news. GCT. Oh my goodness! Look at this daily chart. This looks so disgusting. How many times have we seen this come up like this, and then like the next day it's down here at $7? This is what gapped up a little bit. What is this IPO? IPO priced at $12.25 on Giga Cloud shares. Pops up on a well, actually it popped up yesterday as well, but it came down. So it popped up to the 20s, fell down to the 12s where the original price was supposed to be 12.25, and then bounced from there back up to the $40. GCT. Yeah, definitely not one that I'm looking to be touching on. Float is 360K. So under a million shares in the float on GCT. Let me look at the summary reports. This is a Chinese company. Look, actually, let's go to profile before we look at that. So this is Creative Industrial Park. Okay, so that's where it is. In China, Suzhou, China, 694 employees, software infrastructure. Giga Cloud Technology Inc. provides end-to-end B2E e-commerce solutions for large parcel merchandise. Its marketplace connects manufacturers primarily in Asia with resellers in the United States, Asia, and Europe to execute cross-border transactions across furniture, home appliance, fitness equipment, um, and other large parcel categories. The company was formerly known as Oriental Standard Human Resources Holdings Limited, gee whiz, and changed its name to GigaCloud Technology Inc. in February 2021. GigaCloud Technology Inc. was founded in 2006 and is headquartered in Suzhou, China. So, Oriental Standard Human Resources Limited Holdings, or Holdings Limited. Resources. Profiles, companies back in 2006, valuation and investors. Okay, investors, it had 3 investors back in 2006. And yeah, there's a lot of blocked information. I'm not about to pay for nothing. Oriental, let's look here. Okay. So visits, page visits. So what year was this? This is 2017. So it kind of looked like they went out of business for a little bit and then came back as a new, with a new name and everything, IPO'd back onto the market. Total shipments, Oriental Standard, import export activity of every company in Vietnam. Track out your competitors. Overview, it only had 8 shipments, and that's all. So that's from everything. 2006, 8 shipments. They must have been big shipments. That's crazy. You know I'm not trading this. All right, Oriental Consultant. So yeah, they only had 8 shipments from 2006 to 2017. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Okay, well, yeah, we'll watch them open here and see if they absolutely get wrecked here. But 8 shipments from 2006 to, that's almost 10 years. That's unless they were just huge shipments, like 8 shipments that just were just massive, right? MNMD going down through the dollar, down 13% as of now. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that guy. WEBR just did not get the volume that we look for. BBBY continuing to try to get through that $10. Had a little range here, tried to come up and test this range, hit the 9 EMA, which was the where was this? $12, and struggled there. A little bit of resistance down here. We'll see if it can test the bottom of this channel though. On the week, I mean, it may gap down over the weekend, you know. Holding this one over the weekend would be like holding death. Let me see when the other one's supposed to unhalt though. GCT or whatever it is. GCT 951. So let me see what time it is. 10. It should have already opened. Unless it's a T1. Nope, volume halt on that one. Should have already opened. Maybe it's a 10-minute halt, which is scary because it's trash. So we'll see. But yeah, that would definitely be one that shorts are probably. Well, I don't even know if they have shares of short because it's an IPO. 423s is testing the bottom of that channel we had looked at. Oh, it tested through the channel there. We had drew this out 425 down here to 423. So giving a nice good test down here. So the question is, will it pick up momentum to the downside, or will it retrace up here to the 423s and try to get back to the 425s today? APDN is still ripping. Is it ripping though? Sometimes when you say ripping, it's not ripping. It's just slightly moving. Okay, it gapped up on low volume. Not interested. Who's interested in APDN? They are with the monkeypox stuff as well. But if we look over here on the daily chart, we can see that they do a lot of giving back gains. A lot of giving back gains. All the way back here was 2019. Big pops, big drops. Big pops, big drops. So, you know, they kind of like doing that, where they'll come up and get some hopeful people in here, and then boop, they'll be right back down to $1. But anyway, not enough volume in that one for me. All right, GCT did open up, halted to the downside already. Man, halted to the downside already. So it's gonna be a rodeo. Let me see. Another one to add on is BRSH. Wait, let me read some of these so I can add some of these call outs y'all are doing. APDN, BRSH. Oops. SH. PETZ, pets. Okay. I think that's all of the call outs. Just looking through real quick. Veru. Okay, so there we go. Okay, that's all of them. All right, so we just took a glimpse at APDN, BRSH. This one, again, volume not in the competition. I just these just I don't see the potential there. Volume is not okay. This thing is competing with BBY, which is 47 million shares going to the downside. It's also competing with VLCN, 37 million shares. This is a lot of eyes on this. These two need to stop doing whatever they're doing, or make a decision, or dump, or do whatever they need to do and fail so that other things can come through. But at this point, yeah, it's just not in the competition volume wise. Veru was one that Ben was talking about there. It sold off back into, had a previous little flat level here back at 15 support, but and it sold through these other supports up here, which may become resistance. It may have to retest these levels of the 19 and yeah, the 19. Really, it already tested it today. Went up there, touched the 19, so we'll see if it can come back down to the 15s. Pets is low volume. It came down here, had a lot of pre-market action, and again, I don't trust pre-market action. So if there's no catalyst or anything where people are looking at this is going to be a failure on the day. And I'm really against losing money to these types. Okay, GTC has not opened back up yet. Maybe another 10-minute halt. Let me go and look and see if the halt type changed. Nope, still volatility. Halted at 10:01. Again, this might be another 10-minute halt. Or actually, it should be opening up at the 50 here. If it doesn't open up at the 50, then it's a 10-minute halt. 10:06:50. What we're looking for. 20 20 seconds left now. So it did not open up at the 50 there. Maybe another 10-minute halt on that one. And literally, as soon as it opened up here, it went straight back into another halt. VLCN going flat now. Foot Locker back up going towards the 40s. BBBY came up for a quick little motion, but it's still in this channel under the 12s. Okay, Foot Locker gave a little spike up there. Like I said, I think Foot Locker is going to end up going flat today. Now that it's gapped up, it may consolidate and then choose a direction. BRSH again, just volume was very poor on this one. Just, I don't know. BWV, small little pop, but red on the hour chart. Losing its volume. Let me take that one off. BWV and BRSH. Those just aren't even, they got to compete, man. They got to put on those track shoes. Those spikes. Ear popping up, though. Only 2 million shares traded. Not interested in that. Veru giving a little dissension. Had a bottom down here of the 17, so support around the 17. Popped up there to that 19 level, which was a previous consolidation point there. Pets continue goes up on small share or small volume. The thing is, if I'm gonna scalp on a Friday, it's got to be on something that is competing. And everything that's actually competing is red. Everything that's up with a lot of odds on it is red or has a super high volume. I mean, not volume, super high float or something like that. So it's like, why? Why put myself in a position to scalp the most dangerous moves of the week? APDN throwing a little wick up there. Revisiting these pre-market highs where previous resistance could be up to the 450-ish area. APDN still ripping. I wouldn't call this a rip though. When I think of a rip, I think of something that's moving dollars. If it's moving like, let's see what the size of this is. $4 up here to that's 30 cents. That's a rip supposedly. That's not a rip to me. I guess the rip could be different to each person. But that yeah, that's based on the size of the candles from down here. This first initial rip was from 335 up to, that's a 30-cent rip. That's not what I'm looking for. If I'm trying to make 30 cents, I want to make it inside of one candle, possibly, With this, where'd it go? APDN, 30 cents is looks like the best that you're gonna get. And that's in the best situation, and that's unpredictable. But if it's doing 30-cent rips consecutively, well, you can catch one of those. But just not looking like it. Let me see. Y'all said pets made a new high. MNMD possible bounce off the $1 on MNMD. I'm thinking it can crack down though. And this is another thing I don't like to see when they start to trade within the pennies. So it's like 102.89 right now. 102. They're not even moving pennies anymore. It just takes the wind out of a stock. I'm okay. Cause if I'm looking for 30 cents on my move, if you're trading within a penny, that means that a buyer is gonna have to come in there big to start moving that thing more than pennies. And it's a heavy or high float. So a lot of things counted against that one. GCT did open up lower, $33 down here. And we shall start the fall. So on the hour chart, got up here to the 42.12s for a little bit of resistance, not support. Resistance. And it looks like it's halted going down. Oh man, could you just get some trading, bro? Oh my goodness, man. So 20 halted again, 29 break of the 30 here. We got resistance up here, possible resistance. We'll see where this thing falls to. Already giving back the majority of its move. About to go under. Looks like if it opens up even lower, it'll go under 10% on the day, which will make it super unobvious to everybody trading. And it's probably not going to be something that they try to pick back up, especially seeing their news and everything that they have produced. The problem is when you have a company at first and you go out of business, all you have to do is pull that old company up, see what kind of revenues they have, where they producing, and they got 8 orders in 10 years. Eight orders. That's not even 1 order per year. Like, why? What? How? Why? Is what I'm saying. All right, APDN. You're watching APDN. Nice. Good luck with that. Still waiting on the volume to come in there. Let's see what's on my scan so far. So we got MNMD continuing to get clapped towards the dollar. We have BBBY still going towards the break of 10. And then we have VLCN still also getting clapped. So if we look at the daily charts over here, VLCN hit this area that we identified in pre-market of the $3 and got a nice fail, and is holding right here above the 260. So I'm wondering, can it enter back under this 260 level where this previous short resistance was. BBBY again, multiple gaps down, huge momentum to the downside, and back into this area where it came from, into the $10 and continuing down. So nothing looking appetizing for scalps today. Veru coming on down, looking like it's gonna break down some more. In indecision to the bottom side of this candle on Veru, only up 0.17%. So day traders are not going to be looking at that for trades. There'll be investors coming in here possibly, but since it's a Friday, the investors, you see the sell-off into the day of Friday. So not interested in that. And again, going back to what One Life was saying earlier, investors are unloading their shares on some of these stocks on Fridays. So I mean, if anything, this would be maybe a good short scalp day, but long, I just don't see it. APDN coming on down. We figured out that there is an area of resistance up here from the 450s down to the 425s. It is back down to the previous gap up point of the $4. We'll see if it can break down this $4 here. $4 breakdown. And will it get heavy buying off of a breakdown? Let's go to support. $4 support. Heavy volume off of a breakdown is what you have to see for this thing to continue upward. But as of now, it'll be closing this hour candle in about 15 minutes. We'll kind of see where the hour closes. Yeah, man. One life, that Flocka. I'm trying to dive through some windshields. Yeah. APDN may crash. Yeah, I called that a while ago. But thank you for reaffirming, Lori. I love it. Lori's always coming in with the literally most of Lori's calls, especially the long-term calls, are pretty good. You know, you go look at those stocks, and they're doing okay, especially if they have catalysts. You know, but let's see. Good morning, Lauren came in here. VLCN continues to just come down here and hold these levels. Still waiting on that big fail. GTC. Is it still in a halt or did it come out of that halt? Nope, it's still in the same halt. Let me see, 29. So GTC halted at 10:12. So 5 minutes should have made that. So it should be open already, but this is another 10-minute halt. So it'll be opening at 10:22:42. 10:22:42. APDN getting a small pop here, but this pop is probably gonna fake out. This is a fake out shakeout. Short resistance already up here to the 408s, so looking for this thing to fill out. $4 breakdown, baby. Are big buyers going to want to put their hard-earned money in here for a push-up on this? I don't know. With all of this short area that it didn't even touch, it came to like a 50% of this little gap here to the 440s. Couldn't even push all the way to the top of this. So I don't know, man. This one's not looking great. Fake out. And also remember VWAP is at 416. So let's see if VWAP traders are going to sell at this area instead of buy. Because it looks like they came up, they cracked it just a little bit up here to the 420s. And now let's see if the sellers come back on right at VWAP as people are trying to buy for the VWAP break. Are they going to clap it down? Two more minutes for GCT to open. So another try up here, right there to the 421s. Very small little breakout. It's gonna have to do some heavy pushing here for buyers to come in there. Is it gonna be able to push to the 425s? $422s on the bid. 22s, just not seeing it. And there is the fake out. Got those buyers in there at VWAP traders, and it's about to go down. The bottom of this candle is the 411s. So, yeah, got them trapped. I like it. I like the strategy. Market makers, I like the strategy. We got 1 minute for GCT to open up as well. Getting a small push back up here, retesting the 25s again. Trying their hardest, but just the buying pressure just does not seem to want to come here. Let's see if we start seeing some red over here. Are people willing to get on for a drop here at the 425s? There's some red. Let's see if we can see more red come over here on the tape. Let's watch this open on the other one though. GCT is about to open at the 2242. So I wonder will the attention go over there since this open is about to happen. GCT 2242 coming up in 20 seconds. Ten seconds. $22.42. Are we gonna get open? There's the open. Popping around that $30 level. Let's see what you end up doing here. You got a lot of short resistance above the 30s. Okay, popping up there over the 30s real quick, but still a lot of short pressure there. Finally getting some actual trading as long as it doesn't go into another halt. We'll see if this if it can trade around for 5 minutes. Getting on down to the 25s now. 20. Oh my gosh, don't go into another halt. Don't do this. It doesn't want to trade. It doesn't want to trade. I'm convinced. It doesn't want to trade. All right, back into another halt. APDN popped up here to the highs, finally into this previous short resistance. Let's see what happens at this top. So it finally pushed up here. It struggled for a little bit, but pushed up to the highs there. GCT is also red on the day. So APDN is the only thing that's really holding up today. Very small breakout on the 15-minute. Let's see if it can start holding these 440s. That's a big level that it's got to hold. It finally got into this short space, but now they're losing the war here. They pushed into that short space, and shorts are like, oh, wow, you're coming into our space. Let's sell. So now at this point, the question is, okay, well, do they have enough catalyst behind them to continue to push these shorts here? Or are the shorts going to push them back under the 425s? I mean, this is a perfect short area, though. Perfect. And then your backstop is right here at the 455s. You can be out. So you get in at 442 and you can be out at the 55s. Let's see if they get pushed out of their positions. Holding those 50s. 50s. Could not get the 55s there. Shorts getting on right there at the 55s. They got to push this to hold it. Very small breakout. Yep. And trash. Perfect short setup right there. Nice struggle under that 455. And now at this point, any shorts can get in as it struggles in this range for a move down. I'm going to wait for this candle to close, though. It has what looks like a couple minutes. And remember, what I was saying before, this thing, the best that it was given was 30 cents on any given move. So this one was 398 up here to 419s, and then a 415 or 410 up to the 450. So I mean, that was the best effort today, and that wasn't a great effort. So shorts are about to, let's get it, shorts. Let's go. I can smell the defeat in the air. And actually, this is a previous level that it actually came into before, this 440 level where it actually had a big fail off of. So yeah, this is an interesting level here around this 450-ish area. But I think they're about to get swacked. Taking a long time under this 50. People gonna get nervous. Long time. This candle closes in 2 minutes. Taking a long, long breath here. Oh my goodness, man. These people are gonna get absolutely destroyed. 52s, 55s, trying to break it, trying to break it. Only broke out by a couple of cents. Can they push into the 70s? Get it away from the 50s? Boy, they are right there at that 55 loading up. I like it. Loading the tank. Loading up. They about to push this thing all the way back to 425s, man. It's going to be nasty. This is the second test of the 55s. They did end up breaking it just a little bit. But, I mean, it was a 5-cent breakout to the 60s. And this candle is coming into a close. So let's see this new candle. Trying to hold those 60s at the end of the candle. 30 seconds left. Only a 5-cent push out. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. This is people trying, hoping that it pushes higher. Hoping. It's no. It's done. We're about to see it come on back down through the $4. You're done. Bye-bye. All this hope, all these dreams, making a lower high here looks like it's going to have to get all the way over the 464s to be at least okay in the eyes of the longs. But it's not. And they're going to definitely get totaled here. Back at the 450s again. Testing back in this range. That's not good. Anyway, it just received enough volume to pop on the scans. So this is where I will be seeing it on a regular basis if I wasn't on stream. But yeah, I'm calling a dump here. Back through the 425s at least. 25 cents in the opposite direction. GTC did halt. I just saw it halted 27.84, but still very bearish on the 15-minute. But it's just not getting a lot of trading. $55's solidifying itself as a resistance. Biggest candle on the day was 2 million shares. This one has 2 million shares as well. Just about 2 million something. So 55s is becoming that point. Lower high on the hour as well being created. Perfect short area here. And let's see, the halfway point of this short area is the 440. So a breakdown of the 440s is definitely going to get that momentum going down. Let's get this 440 breakdown, baby. You know you want to. You know you feeling it. 445s. Can we see some 443s, 442s, 430s? Let's get it. IONM seems like the stock of the day. IONM. Only 1 million shares traded. Definitely a long way from getting on my skins. Let's look at the news here. IONM. No news on today. Just popping. Had earnings on the 15th. Pushing up there. Up 47%. APDN, big dump out of this short area. I mean, it was a perfect play. Like, why wouldn't you short it? Why? All this struggling and a lower high, that's too much confirmation. Way too much. All right, so the 440s definitely became a wall there. And I'm thinking it can get on down under the fours. Okay, IONM just needs more volume. Needs more eyes on it. Waiting for GCT to open up. It just keeps doing these 10-minute halts. It halted at 10:29:29. So 5 minutes would be 10:34 or 10:39. So it's 34 right now. It should be opening here soon if it's a 5-minute halt. And I think they're playing with people too, because they're doing 5, then 10s, and then kind of playing around with it. So it should open up here on the 29th if it's a 5-minute halt. Okay, so this is another 10-minute halt then. Another 10-minute halt on that one. Oh, we're getting a retest of the 25s on APDN, and now this is bad because one, it failed at the 50, lost 50%. I mean, not 50%, lost 25 cents down to the 25. Now it's retesting the 25, making it a new resistance. Now, what was the best that we saw on the day from it? What, 50 cents? And before that, it was 30 cents. So it cannot produce consecutive 50 and 30% runs. So as this volume drops off and the candles get smaller, well, if the best was 50 to 30%, how much is it going to drop off? How small are these candles going to get? IONM coming on down as well. Just no volume there. I can sound capture after the stream ends. Can I make that noise again? Man, I probably made all kinds of noises calling it out. I don't know. You'll be back streaming Monday. Hey, great. Ben will be back streaming Monday if his brain recovers. Of course, you know, Mondays for me, I have some meetings or whatever, and then I jump on live. So we get to let some of Monday morning play out, so we can kind of read and let the news that comes out digest a little bit. APDN back under the 20s now, and just not looking good after revisiting this short area. So your potential here, I mean, even if I mean the most that you could have got blast off here maybe 50 cents, and that would have been a perfect play of this. You would have had to play it perfectly, get in at 3.99, sell up here at 464. You have to hold through that and have perfect precise trading for that, and not too many people are doing that. And that's I don't like that. I want something that's consecutively happening so I can profit on just one of the consecutive movements. That's all I need. Um GCT, did you end up opening up? Nope. It's opening on the 39.20, I believe. 39.29. So we got a minute left. And we're going back to the $4 on APDN. Veru. Foot Locker, like I said, going sideways like we thought. Has a little range in here. I don't think we're going to see major sell-off. They did have pretty good earnings. VLCN getting a pop-up there and a drop. Back out of that short resistance we had identified earlier. Making that lower high in a short resistance level makes those shorts aggressive. They're like piranhas. And then it's already red on the day two. Too much confirmation. IONM continuing down as well. Any other call outs we can look at though? I'm not seeing much else. I think I looked at all of y'all's call outs. Let me make sure I didn't miss any. Okay. SB, you called out Indo International PLC. What was the ticker for that? Indo International. And yeah. Okay. So, okay, it opened back up a little bit higher here on GCT. Getting more trading here. Right in the short area. 50% retracement will be back up here, maybe to the 36. But if it forms a lower high, that's not going to look too great. So 50%, about the 35. Let's see, 30 drop from the 40. So yeah, about the 35-ish if it can come up there. But now actually getting some trading. So still has not popped up on my scans yet. Has not reached my volume. So I am staying away from that one for now. APDN slowly. Look at how the volume has just died on this one, that it couldn't push. Couldn't push through that short area and people just gave up on it. Wow. Veru was another one that Ben had called out. It is looking like it's kind of hanging around right under the 50% of this channel here. And when I say 50%, I'm just talking about half of this tested range. Is holding under that. SPY came down to the 420, or it may have come back up to the 423s. I know it had got a push down earlier, right under this level, and now it has this level down here to the 422s. And we'll see if it breaks that. If it breaks that, it's picking up that momentum to the downside. Had the initial rush out of this previous support level, 423.50, push down to the 422s, pop back up a little bit, but we'll see if it continues that momentum to the downside. Okay. Almost to 10 million shares traded here. Just cracked over 10 million on GCT. And now it is in direct competition with APDN. And not really with IONM. IONM isn't in the competition with these two. But coming down through the 30s here on GCT. Who's gonna be that one? Also, who's buying right here? Are people buying just because it's VWAP right here? VWAP is right under it. So I'm wondering, are they buying just because of that? Because they may get turned on here if that's the case. Let's see if it can work its way back to this 35 quickly and then have a little consolidation. Because, I mean, it's just now getting some actual trading. Previous bottom was down here at the 25s, though. So a little bit of support there. Would love to see it retest that level. Also, I'm not seeing big orders come through on this one. Usually we see like 10,000s and all of that. This one's just 100. So where are those big orders as well? It's just pushing around on small share size, which I don't like because a big fish can actually come in there and wreck this whole picture. There's 1,000 right there at the 32. That's the biggest order I've seen there. Just not a lot of, or maybe there's hidden orders on this one. I don't know, because this thing's just getting pushed around by retail, looks like. APDN still has not decided to completely break down the $4 yet, but very close. I'm thinking more attention is going to be coming over here to GCT. $33s up to the 35s. See if it can confirm a bottom here. So it made a higher low twice. So it's got a little bit of support here at 28 and then here at 25. So I'm wondering what a drop back into this level will look like. Because right now it just looks like retail traders are pushing it around. Okay, yeah. So as of now, I don't really see anything that I like on this Friday. I just realized I've gone over time and I got to get to some work. Um, anyway, this is the final watch list that I'll be kind of keeping an eye on throughout the day. But GCT, I mean, I just don't see any kind of whales in there tossing shares. So definitely one that I'm wary of, especially with the news that we saw on it, only delivering eight deliveries in 10 years. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll keep you updated in the Discord if anything changes. But yeah, I'm about to get to some actual work. There is something else popping up here. AXSM is getting up there, but it's definitely a higher float, looks like. But let me see what the news is on this one. Axsome shares shoot higher as FDA approves major depressive disorder candidate. Axsome Therapeutics announced, okay, approval, blah, blah, blah. So they got something approved over there on AXSM. But yeah, that, I mean, it literally just popped in. But we'll have to see about that. $50-something there on Axsome. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to shut it down. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy the content. We have a lot of different content coming out from different creators. Reliable Rudy, that's been in the chat, has his own channel. Ben has his own channel. He's been doing a lot of work on our crypto side and our DLA DAO, which you can actually go and check out. We do have 2 Discords, one for Framework Fortune and one for the DLA DAO. If you're into cryptos or you want to kind of just check out the project, you can go over to DLADAO.org. There's a website for that you can check out. And Framework Fortune also has its own website. You can check out either one, and you can find the content for either one on each other on the individual websites. Like I said, we have a lot of content coming out. Lauren actually has her own gaming channel as well, Stunks and Chumps Gaming. And yeah, we're just trying to create a community where you can come in and kind of learn and try to avoid those mistakes bumping your head in the stock market. Of course, we do have some longtime viewers, One Life, DB, Donnell, some people that have been around for like ever. And they have a lot of experience. They bump their heads. They got the bumps to prove it. Sometimes they spout absolute nonsense. Well, not Donnell, but DB and One Life definitely. But for the most part, they look out for upcoming traders sometimes. So yeah, to each their own. Build your own strategy. Build your own way to perceive the market. And be careful, because we are technically the sheep in the market. We are not whales. But yeah, if you're going to continue trading throughout the day, be careful, head on the swivel, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.